All right, today we're diving into this really fascinating book called Seen from the Top. And let me tell you, this is not your average travel guide. It's something else entirely. It's a travelogue that's told completely through conversations. It's all about capturing the feeling of a journey in a super unique way. So let's just start with this question, right? Think about it. How do you really capture the feeling of a journey? I mean, is it just the pictures you take, the souvenirs you bring back? Or is it maybe something deeper, like the conversations you have while you're there? This is where Seen from the Top just throws the rule book out the window. The whole thing, this epic journey, is told only through dialogue. That's it. There's no narrator telling you what things look like, no long descriptive paragraphs. It's literally just two voices, talking as they discover the world together. Okay, so let's get into the scope of this journey, because we're not talking about a quick weekend getaway here. Oh no, this is a massive global undertaking with a very specific and pretty grand theme. So get this. The travelers decide they're going to visit 30 monumental flywheels, giant Ferris wheels all around the globe. And each one isn't just a ride. It's a chance to get a whole new perspective on the city. And, as it turns out, on themselves too. And I mean, we're talking a truly global itinerary here. You've got the big famous ones, right? Like the London Eye, Ain Dubai, but they also hit these incredible, maybe lesser known spots, like the Cosmo Clock 21 in Japan or the Sun Wheel in Da Nang, Vietnam. It's like every single stop is a brand new conversation just waiting to begin. But the real magic of this book, it isn't just about where they go. It's about who is going. The whole story is driven by these two travelers from India, and here's the kicker. They have completely, and I mean completely, different ways of seeing the world. So check this out. First, you've got Mira. She's a design student from Delhi. And for her, it's all about structure, blueprints, the engineering of it all. She looks at a Ferris wheel and sees a tensioned poem. Then you have Saraf, a storyteller from Chennai. He's not looking at the steel beams. He's listening for the whispered myths, collecting metaphors like jasmine. It's this amazing push and pull between the technical and the poetic that just fuels every single conversation. And what's so cool is that their views don't clash. Not really. They actually complete each other. There's this beautiful line in the book that says, "Together, they rise and return, loop and linger." It's like they're creating a much richer, fuller picture. One sees the bones of the world, and the other sees its soul. Okay, this is really clever. The way the book is structured actually mirrors the physical experience of riding a Ferris wheel. Each chapter has this distinct three-part rhythm. So every single visit to one of these wheels is broken down into three parts. First up, you have the arrival. That's all the anticipation, being on the ground, looking up. Then comes the rotation, the ride itself. This is where the real conversation happens as they're climbing higher and higher. And finally, you have the descent, coming back down to earth and kind of reflecting on how that little trip up in the sky changed them. So with this structure, each wheel isn't just a ride anymore, right? It becomes this little stage, a self-contained world, where they get to explore these huge ideas of memory, motion, and even personal transformation. And because of this unique structure and these two totally different perspectives, the book ends up being so much more than just a travelogue. It's really a fusion, a blend of different kinds of writing. I mean, sure, it's a travelogue, they're traveling, but with Mira's eye, it's also this incredible celebration of engineering wonder. And then with Sarab's voice, it becomes this piece of poetic intimacy. It really captures those quiet, profound moments that happen between two people. So yeah, they're crossing the globe, but at the same time, they're on this huge internal journey. While they're exploring all these cities, they're also exploring these really deep emotional landscapes. Themes of longing, where you belong, who you're becoming. But here's where it gets really interesting. The book doesn't just end with Mira and Sarav's story. It actually turns to you, the reader, and invites you to become part of the whole journey. They call it participatory closings. What does that mean? Well, at the end of every chapter, there are these little prompts, these rituals that are designed for you. It's basically a direct invitation for anyone who reads it, for future travelers, to keep the conversation going and add their own experiences to the story. So the whole point, the ultimate goal, isn't for you to just sit back and read about their trip. It's an active invitation to, and I love this quote, not just witness the world, but to leave their own mark upon it. Which, leaves us with this one big, powerful question. A question for you. If you were up there, in that little capsule, high above some city, looking down on everything, what story would you tell? Would you be like Mira and see the structure? Or would you be like Sarav and see the myth?